Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. This is Luke Nukem, aka Luke the Goon. If you watched my last video, my interview with or discussion with Tom Martino, the man behind the masks, so to speak, DWN Productions, he created the Forever Face. If you watched that interview all the way through, you probably would have caught the part where he was talking about a mask that he did for me, and I got it in the mail actually yesterday. What happened was when the OG 2.1s came out, I bought two. That was like an open pre-order, so they were taking as many orders as possible. And I thought, I'll buy an extra one, see what happens. And so I've had that one for a long time, and I've been wanting to get it customized for just as long. And I was going back and forth between who I wanted to do it, and I actually hit up Tom back in, I want to say November, I think. November or late October. And, I wanted him to do one for me, but he was busy. He was swamped at that time, and he said, hit me up in mid-January. And so, I sat on it for a while, and then I started seeing some Martino customs popping up. I know Kilker had him do a couple, and so I thought, okay, he must be finishing up stuff. He must be open again for customs. So I hit him up, and he was able to slide it in. I was lucky because he just started doing the 8-bits, and then after the 8-bits, he's got the Soul Takers. And he's going to get pretty busy again. So he was able to slide this in. I think he actually painted this in between painting the 8-bits, because he's been doing those like crazy. Which, speaking of the 8-bits, mine is not really on the way. It's I've got the printing label has been printed out, and so that should be here shortly. So I'll be having that one first. But let's get into this one. He actually shipped it back to me in the same box, I believe, that I shipped it to him in. But I'm not sure because I didn't have like clear shipping tape, and so I used I might speed this up because this is a little harder than I thought to break into. No, here we go. This might not be the same box, but wow, this one smells. See, the other thing that I'm interested in is that when when he paints these, he paints like, 50, 125, 200, 150. So, I was really interested in seeing how a custom one, the real attention to detail that he shows to one mask. And he threw in a little. I figured he'd throw in something. His DWN Productions, I haven't seen this one before. I guess I've never really ordered anything directly from Tom. Well, until now, I've got something else on the way from Tom, which is really cool. I think you guys will dig it. The barf-scented bags, like I always call them. And here it is. Wow. And there it is. If you don't know what this variant is based off of, I'll throw a little picture up, but this is completely based off of the From the Blood Moon and Back graphic that went up. I had him just douse it in red. He actually sent me a picture of it, which I shared with a couple people that were asking about it. But yeah, that's him. He also kind of doubles. This wasn't the intention, but after I looked at it a little bit, he doubles as a Psycho variant probably as well. But the initial, like I said, inspiration was the From the Blood Moon and Back graphic. So that's what I'm dubbing this variant, obviously, because that was the inspiration for it initially. I went through a couple different ideas. I actually had an idea. My Zooligan name is Luke Nukem. And so my idea at first, a while ago, was to get one that looked like it had been nuked, basically, and had, like, fire and, like, just burns and everything. But Kilker, I believe it's Kilker that got the variant. He got one that looked almost exactly like how I kind of wanted mine. I was kind of bummed out. I was like, man, that was going to be like the Nukem variant, and it's already out there. So, but yeah, kind of racking my mind about what I wanted. I've got another idea for a custom that I might have another artist do for me. But yeah, I'm really, really loving this one. Tom was saying that he used a bunch of different reds on this. Actually, the camera makes it look pretty light. Maybe it's because the light is shining on it. But when I look at it, it looks really like in person. It's really a lot. It's a lot darker in person than it does when with the light on the camera on it and stuff. But yeah, in person it looks much darker, much more like sinister. Like the blacks actually pop a lot more through it. He really went over it with reds quite a bit. Yeah, it's sick. Probably, my first actual custom Forever Face too. So yeah, that's real dope. I've got another video that I'm actually shooting directly after this one. It's gonna be about the Skinner. I'm not gonna review the Skinner necessarily. I might a little bit, but I want to go over kind of the history of the Skinner and AXC, because I think there's a lot of misconceptions, especially among even myself included. For the longest time, there were things I didn't know about the Skinner that, like, going through and researching it a little bit more, that I learned. So that video is probably coming up next, unless, like I always say, something big comes up that I have to do a video on, because I've got so much stuff I've got so many ideas and stuff, and I don't want to just flood my channel with content. I kind of am trying to do like 2 videos a week. I could probably do more, but then I would run out of things to do, I think, and run out of things to say. So I kind of want to stretch the stuff out as far as I can. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, stay tuned. We've got a lot more stuff coming. I might have another interview on the way. I'm kind of working out the details of that. And I'll see you guys again real soon.